Let's just start the recording for YouTube. Hey YouTube, thanks for joining us. Just recording some streams tonight. What we're doing is we're about to play a Bonehead Podcast Cup League game on Blood Bowl 2. So if you are a PC player for Blood Bowl 2, join our open ladder. We play Sunday nights and Tuesday nights, and anywhere else you can get a game in the week. It's standard for ladder. So hopefully we should be playing a game against our opponent Ignis in a minute. We're just searching for him now. Them, not really sure. Not that it matters. 63 seconds. So hopefully we should be able to get a game in a minute. If we can't get a game in after that, I'm going to switch back to one of my mixed teams. So started running a Chaos Dwarf. No, actually, it's a mixed team from Blood Bowl 2. So it's a themed one. So it's Orcs, Chaos Dwarves, Ogres, everything. Patrick's playing on Fumble. Awesome. Need to get some Fumble on the go soon. What game are you playing at the moment? I mean, obviously Blood Bowl. What team are you playing? And what team are you playing against? I did actually talk to Kristen, who is one of the guys who runs Fumble. I tried pestering him to see if we could get any proper 7s on there, and he said they've done a lot of work making sure that you can run a 7-player team, a 4-player team, but they can't do a pitch size change, which is a massive shame. So we've got a Blood Bowl 7's Facebook group, and soon in there shared a video on how to use Roll20 to set up a Blood Bowl 7's game. And Sam, one of the local players, and I had a look earlier in the week and set up a game and played a game through. Right, we have got our opponent, the Oak Arms. Alliance of Goodness. Fantastic. Proper alliance game. So Patrick's playing Chaos versus Lizards. What team value? Because those are two teams that can get pretty brutal. Okay, so the Oak Arms. They get 270k in inducements. Oh, right, that is a brutal team. Right, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 dwarf blockers. A halfling treeman, a halfling treeman, halfling, a halfling, a halfling, a halfling, and a war dancer, and another tree man. Seriously? That is amazing. 3 treemen and a war dancer and some dwarves. That is such a fun team. Probably should check out their skills, shouldn't we? Right, so anything. No, it looks like a vanilla team, which is cool. They're taking a wizard. Could be interesting. And extra team training. So an extra reroll and a wizard. This should be a very fun game. I'm so excited. All ogres, no rerolls against some brilliant wood elf dwarf halfling concoction, which could be straight out of a more inclusive version of Dungeon Bot. So let's have a quick drink of tea. So guys in chat, what are you playing? What have you been painting? Have you got any hobby in this weekend? Got any Blood Bowl in this weekend? Okay, we get to choose. So I think we're going to receive. Now they've got a war dancer, so I hope we can defend against a war dancer, but I don't know. So we're going to receive, and let's see if we can't soften the team up. They do have a few. They do have a few treemen. 3 treemen. So hey, good luck. And great team. There we go. Right, Patrick is saying pretty low TV, 1200 for Chaos and Lizards. It's not too bad though. That means there's some extra block, and both those teams need block. I would hope there's some extra block in there. Sweet. Let's have a look here. We'll just go pop this in our Discord as well. Bonehead Podcast Chat. Let's stream some Blood Bowl. Can we change it to that? We could change it to that, but I think we're just going to go there. Okay. Set up our team. So, look at those tree men. That is brutal. That's 3 treemen on the line. So they have got the strength advantage, which I was not expecting. So let's take movement and let's leave him next to the dwarf. Let's just punch that dwarf. They've got the skill advantage, we've got the strength advantage. This one's guard, so we need him in the mix. This guy is a regular one. Right, where's my break tackle? Break tackle. Let's pop you. Let's pop you against this dwarf and see if we can't just do a couple of punches there. Let's move our little dudes back. Now, they're going to get ward answered, so we should have another break tackle ogre who is there. And we're going to put him in defense. And is there anything we can do about these trees? So we've got a guard dude who we're going to put there. And we're going to put this guy there. And this ogre there, who's going to block with guard here. And we're going to put this guy there, is probably fine actually. Right, let's go for that. It's a bit of an unusual situation. Quick snap. So we all get to move 1 square. So where's the ball going? Right back there. So let's move the Noblar cage a bit further back. Okay. The idea being is that that is not going to go out. We've already got a quick snap, so let's move him back 1. And let's move him back 1 as well. Let's leave this guy where he is. So could be quite entertaining to just pin these dwarves against the sidelines. Definitely something to consider. And I think I like where this is at the moment. So let's... What do we want to do with him? Let's move him back just in case. And we'll go for that. We'll go for that. Right in the end zone. Okay, the good thing about it being in the end zone is that we don't have to worry about picking it up right now. Even war dancers, excuse me, even war dancers can't get to that straight off the bat. And there is their war dancer. So let's open up with some good blocks. He should get 2 dice because of our guard and our extra guy on the side. So let's see. First block of the game, both down. We've got no rerolls. We do get a stun out of that, which is significantly better than that could have been. Okay, so one of our local players, Ian, said he might be up for a 7s game later on Roll20. That's cool. Okay, push push. Let's go in there. What else we got? So, this is a triple mix team. Brig on the front line. Beef, this is going to be slow and violent on the war dancer. I think you're bang on in. I think this is a game for the war dancer to lose. Okay. Yeah, triple mix team. That's the dream. That's why I'm absolutely excited to play some Dungeon Ball at some point. Because you get even more builds. Even more, and that's just so exciting. Ooh, I'm going to do that with the camera on. So we have got a war dancer all the way over here. Okay, and here comes the halfling dwarf speedy combo. So this team is very cool. It's got a lot of punch. Dwarf positionals are pretty strong too. Halflings are really quite manoeuvrable. They're slow. They're only 5. They're not as good as goblins. Not sure that goblins and good go together very much, but they're not as good as goblins. But they're not bad. They're pretty good ball handlers. Okay, 2 die block against our ogre. It's a push and a skull. We're going to re-roll it into another push and another skull. So I'm assuming they're going to follow up. Yep. Ignis follows up just to keep that ogre tagged. And again, doing what I'm trying to do here. He's going to take the 2 die up with the dwarf. And he's already used the reroll. It's a double push. So let's choose the push. Now, I assume he's not going to follow up with the dwarf. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Otherwise, he would have just been feeding the dwarf to the ogre. Are we going to see another brave block this side? We are. And we get the skull, though. Ooh. Dwarf goes down. That was brave. I like it. I think that's great. Okay, so the war dancer that we were all afraid of is bearing down on the ball here. Now, do we open up with the blitz? I think we try it. I think we open up with the blitz on the war dancer. Strength 5. We need 2 assists. I can't get them. Can I get 2 assists? Can we move this? Can we move this text area? There we go. Can we move him? We can move him. So we can abandon the ball and go for the big hit on the war dancer. But what you see then is the ball is utterly abandoned. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a long way to go for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move him down to there, because that's free. We're going to blitz with this guy, so we need to try and move him. Let's just bring him down here. See if he's willing to move. He is willing to move. So it brings him into the fight. It's not quite in a position that's good enough to be useful for us. Let's see if we can stand up this ogre. Okay. And then we've got an option to move him over there to get a good block. In fact, we could move him over there to get a good block. So this guy can come there. Gets the dodge. That's brilliant. The idea there is that even on the sideline, stand firm, dodgy dance thingy is pretty good. So it's this one. And we want him there. We've got 1 Noblar on the ball. It's not as many as I would like, but it is not bad. So let's try a 3 dice on the war dancer. He's got leap, so even if we don't knock him down, it's not going to be great for us. Oh, we're going to have to take the push. There's nothing we can do there. We might as well follow up. He is just going to leap over and get that ball. So how do we do anything to stop that? We don't. What we're just going to do is pick up the ball at the end of the turn successfully with a Noblar. So let's pull him out. Push this guy back here. We get the Bonehead successfully, so that's good. Now we should be able to 2-die block the tree here. Doesn't really give us a lot. Gets the Bonehead there. That's fine. That is quite fine. Let's move this ogre up to here. That war dancer is probably going to solo end it for us. Unless this guy picks up the ball. So let's just see what happens. Oh, he gets the ball. I was not expecting that. So at least the best thing that can happen now is a 3-die block into a touchdown. So we need to get the ball as far away as possible. Now normally I'd try and run it here, but we could throw it to this Noblar, which is a terrible idea. Yeah, that's really quite a bad idea. Not quite at that point yet. Maybe we could throw it to the ogre. It's got the same amount of opportunity to catch. Let's give it a go. That would have been amazing. Right, let's just quickly check chat. Kill the war dancer, then you have to pay. Well, yeah, that didn't quite work. I tried a 3-die block against the war dancer, but didn't quite work. The important thing is the ball is now not here. Which is a very small win, but I'll take it. I will absolutely take that. So what are we going to see happen now? Okay, moving the dwarves up, moving the hobbit up. Halfling, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say hobbit without getting sued. Okay. That war dancer is going to have to at least leap out of there. And yeah, which is something at least. Leap or a dodge, I mean, Dodge is probably better than Elite because it's just a 3+ with a reroll into a 2+ with a reroll. But if they don't move the War Dancer, we might be able to do something about him. If they do move the War Dancer, then we've not lost a lot. We had a really good shot. Literally the best shot in the game without having tackle. Which I do quite like the idea of getting on an Ogre. It's a leap. They're going to go for the leap. Or not. Zoom in. For dramatic effect. Yeah! Oh, he stacks it. Burner reroll time. Risky leap. Love it. He gets away. Tricksy War Dancer, but you know what? That was bold as well. Okay. So, are we going to see a Halfling dodge through for the ball? Did I just see that? I did see that. This Snotling for the win. Absolutely for the win. That was amazing. That was utterly amazing. Right, let's move the Ogre up. And we're going to try and do a little bit of a better job here in moving our Snotlings up. Now, we're moving our Snotlings up because I've got a plan. It's not a very good plan, but I've got a plan nonetheless. And it is to form a Snotling cage and to steal our own ball back. So, we've got an Ogre Blitz here. And because we've got the triple zone, we can take the Blitz. If we don't Bonehead, and we get push. Push is fine. They don't have sidestep. So we have an opportunity to maneuver what we do. I want him off the ball. So let's put him there. And let's put the Ogre there. And we're going to follow up. So that is a Longbeard on the ground. The Longbeard has got a very good opportunity to blitz the ball carrier. But we have to carry the ball first before we overly worry about that. So let's move him out. And where do we go with him? There's not really anywhere good to go, is there? So might be best to just leave him in place for now. We've got an Ogre here. So do we try and pick the ball up with an Ogre? It's a 4+. I don't think those are bad odds. He does, but it's landed in 3 of our tackle zones. So given that we are fighting the fight of no rerolls, there was a 50-50 chance that would have been an amazing play. So I'm happy with that attempt. Hey Zephyr baby, how are you today? Doing alright? Thanks for joining the stream. We are just playing a game in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. My Ogres with no rerolls, based on Jared, one of our listeners' team, and we are playing against Ignis, who is running a beautiful mixed team with 3 trees, a War Dancer, some Halflings and some Dwarves, which I would love to see on the tabletop. Do we build this for the tabletop? Interesting. So the Blood Bowl 2 meta with mixed teams, it's got a lot of variations. None of them. Okay, let's go onto the ball and see if we can't cheekily pick it up. Probably not a premium move, but interesting. Still in 3 tackle zones. Ogres, not a team you see much. Well, I'm sure that when you do see Ogres, you see them running rerolls as well. But we have taken the 6-0 Ogre challenge, and we are leaguing with all Ogres, no rerolls. And so far, we're all games, no wins. We've drawn 2 draws, and I think we're up to 3 losses now. And most of them have been pretty close. Does the War Dancer get the ball? He does get the ball. And we've got to assume he's going to dodge out of there. Look at that. I am impressed with this team. Well done. Okay, now we've got to see these guys here move over to shield against the Ogre Blitz. No, it's not even our break tackle guy. Or our extra movement guy. Ooh, I think we might have to throw somebody at the War Dancer. Look at that. Ooh. That's interesting. That leaves us a corner to blitz in. Oh, he gets it. He gets all the skills. So let's move him there and hope he doesn't die. So Zephyr, I was tempted for an Ogre team, but now with the new Acorn model to start Halfling team, even though I just got an Undead team. Okay, Undead are a really good tier 1 team. They're really fun as well. They can do everything. They can do silly ball plays. They can just absolutely maim, which is also great fun. I mean, that's putting the blood in Blood Bowl. Halflings, Ogres and Goblins, though, are just... They're just a really fun... Ooh, gets the power on the Ogre there with the Tree Man. The stunty teams are a very fun challenge for you. And... Ooh, so our guy is stunned. They're a great challenge, and you end up going for ridiculous plays that shouldn't work. So it's like the Elf BS, but without the rage. Because if you're playing a tier 3 team, your opponent, most of the time, as long as they aren't going to get completely maimed by your team. Look at that. What a great dodge. That was great positioning. Okay, so what can we do? We need to blitz the ball carrier. Let's try a thing first. So let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to dodge through there, which we can't do. Best case scenario, we blitz this halfling and just at least base the War Dancer. So we need him to do that. This guy, however, should be able to throw teammate. So let's throw him. Okay, he's not boneheaded. Let's throw him to there and just see what happens. He does bonehead. And that is our throw done. And what other options does that leave us? So that does leave us with a 3-die up blitz on the War Dancer with a load of dodges. So let's assume we are not going to get that War Dancer. He boneheads as well. Do we have any good blocks on a tree here? Let's move him there. And this tiny dude is going to go there. Not sure why I dodged all the way around. Let's see if we can get a 2-die up block on the tree. Double push, probably stand firm. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can't get this little guy down the edge. There we go. So at least we can threaten. And let's just blitz this halfling and get, hopefully, a tackle zone on the ball carrier. Pow. Let's melt him that way and we will follow up. Alright. So we get him onto the ball carrier, which is in fact something. This little guy now is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just see if we can do it. Absolutely brilliant snotling play there. Do we risk it for the go for it, or do we just try and suicide this guy in to there? Let's just see what happens. These guys are great. Admittedly, it's a 2+ touchdown now, but, you know, there's not a lot else we could do. I think that's everybody, so let's see if he can roll 1,000 wands. Mummy's best guy for the price, absolutely. Absolutely. Although the best way to defeat mummies is to separate the team, because once the mummies get lost, that movement 3 is not doing them any favours. Not by a long shot. So I think they kind of suffer a little bit in 7s. And I think if you've got a good agile team, you can separate the undead. If you can disengage, you can just leave the mummies loitering around. What does everyone in the chat think of the new Tree Man models? Model, technically. Here we go. He gets the touchdown. Well played. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. War dancers. Mummy's useless in 7s. Take the whites and ghouls. Yeah. I think if you play a variant of 7s where there's terrain or limited access, so dungeon bowl 7s or tunnel bowl, where there are smaller avenues, something like a mummy and the entire dwarf team, then becomes really, really good, and trolls as well. But where there's a lot of movement. So we are attacking again. I don't think there was anything massively wrong with our strategy. I wouldn't say it was elite strats. Who is this guy? He is guard. Guard is there. This guy's there. This guy's there. Yeah, fine with that. He's there. And then we need one of these guys back here. And then him there. Right, let's just go for that again. It worked so well for us last time. You love it, considering you buy one. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see the price, because the Ogre is what, £12? The Blood Bowl Ogre? Something like that? Blitz. Okay, the good thing is the ball's landing next to the Ogre. It's a long way for the War Dancer to go. But getting the Dwarf in there to put his tackle on the dodge players is really, really solid. Does have the option of throwing a Halfling up the field. Or just putting the War Dancer in base contact with the Noblar. Oh no, sorry, a Halfling. That's a terrible comparison. Okay, so what is our strategy here with regards to scoring in 4 turns? I think go strong left. So he's taking the blitz with a War Dancer on a Snotling. Yes. He survives. Let's use that free movement to get a little bit closer to the ball. More importantly, it applies my tackle zones into a really good avenue of movement for the War Dancer. So I wouldn't be surprised if the War Dancer disengaged a little bit here, because at the moment he's an Ogre target. No. We are going to see the throw. The troll is a little bit more, I think, yeah. But I thought the Ogre was £18. Okay, so take root, and then we see a throw of the teammate. Alright. Poor Halfling. The troll is a little bit more. I thought the Ogre was more like £18. So if the treeman comes out, I can't see it being the same price as the Ogre. I can see it being a little bit more. But that just means that, you know, from a reseller, probably £15. So 30 quid for 2 trees. And then another 45 for deep root. Right. Ball. Must focus on that ball. Let's bring him to here. So I'll admit that defending the ball here isn't great odds. So what have we got? He is movement, not great tackle. That's fine. We can still blitz the War Dancer, which I think we will do. I'm not too worried about the tree right now. So can we move him to cover the ball? We can, which gives us a Noblar here to try and pick up the ball. So do we just have a crack? It should still be 2 dice. It's not 3. I'd prefer 3, but I will take 2 as long as they're 2 pals. Technically what I asked for, I suppose. Now if we pop him back and follow up with the Ogre, I think we do. I don't think it's the end of the world, so let's not do that. Let's take a couple of blocks. Pow. We finally hurt something. Let's see if we break armor. Nope. Dwarves. So, guard boy can pop this dwarf in the middle. There we go. Dwarves don't have dodge, so that's quite satisfying. He's going to stay in place. And then this guy can now punch that tree. In fact, they both can punch the tree. And if we follow up... Yeah, let's go for a double tree punch. Let's see if he wants to move. Bonehead. Which means now this is a 1-die block. Which we don't want. So let's hit the dwarf. A risky 2 dice. Always risky with ogres. Let's follow up again. We'll leave that ogre in situ and we will pick up the ball with the Noblar. Here we go. He gets it. So he's going to get blitzed to Foxtrot by this War Dancer boy. So we've got a cool move here. It's with the wrong ogre. So let's just have a go. 4+ dodge. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. The 4+ is so tempting and it never works. Except when he does, like when he picked up the ball. Well, that was a 3+. I realise because of the green screen everything is invisible and I really enjoy that. In fact, we've got the pinnacle of invisible mugs here, which is quite cool. Right, so Ignis' turn 5. How does the War Dancer get the ball? Should we count it out? I think the best thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leap. But you need to move a dwarf or something. Maybe the halfling in there. Then this guy here and up. So we've got a tree block on an ogre here. It's 2 dice. It's a push and a pow. Zeph, sorry, need to head off for a bit. How long are you streaming for? Should be till about 10 o'clock probably. So pop back and say hello. Ooh, 2-die block on another ogre. It is a star pow and both down. So the ogre is getting whacked to the ground. Armor 3, so that's not bad. Okay, see you in a bit, Zephyr. Thanks for popping in, saying hello. So for those of you that are just joining us, we are streaming in the Bonehead Podcast Cup for Blood Bowl 2 on PC. Okay, that was not bad. Push for the ogre. Or push against the ogre. They have ganged up on that ogre. I'm running the 6 ogres no rerolls build. And we're playing against Ignis 117, and he is running a beautiful mixed team. Wood Elves, Dwarves and Halflings. So he's got a few Halflings, 3 trees, a War Dancer and some Dwarves. And so far the War Dancer has excelled. Turns out it might be the best piece in the game, we're not sure. We have had a chance to have a couple of cheeky blitzes on the War Dancer, and it looks like the War Dancer is going to have... Yep. Okay. I was expecting that halfling to tag a thing here, but I can see... hey Graham! Got an Xbox, no PC, saying, yeah, it's a shame. That's the one downside about this game being on loads of different platforms. Okay, it's a leap blitz. He's leapt. This should be 1 dice. He gets the pow. That is fantastic to see. So we're going to sidestep upwards. Let's use this to our advantage. Hopefully the ball will go that way. And we'll end up in at least 3 tackle zones. He's stunned. That's not bad. It's just 1 tackle zone now, but he can't get it. Okay, now we do have the option of trying to multiple 2 die up with the dwarf on the ogre, the pow and the star pow. I choose the star pow. He goes down. Can the dwarf hurt the ogre? He stuns him, and if it wasn't for Thick Skull, it would be a knockout. Right, what's this dwarf called? Good lad. Okay, so it's our turn again now. We have got absolute ogre carnage all over the spot. So let's see if we can't stand these guys up. Let's get guard up. Let's get this guy up as well. Because it does give us the opportunity to do some hurting. So what we can do here is go 1, 2, 3 and blitz with 3 dice on the War Dancer. We've passed the Bonehead, we get 3 dice. So we're going to take the dodge star because what we're going to do is we're going to pass him into what's going to become known as the Noblar Cage of Death. And we are going to pass this guy around using the strength of 1,000,000 Noblars. Let's go here. Let's follow up. Now, I'm not too worried about the ball there for now because I want blood. Gets the push again. At some point, we're going to roll a star here. Follow up. We've got one more block. One more block here with 2 dice. Can we get it? Just a double push again, which unfortunately does push the War Dancer onto the ball. So let's move this Ogre round to there as a deep threat. And we can take another 1 dice on the War Dancer. Oh no, 2 dice. Or we can just try and dodge and pick up the ball. Let's dodge, pick up the ball. He gets it. That is incredible. And then we are going to pop him here and hand off to the Ogre. Okay, he gets the dodge away and it's time for the handoff. Oh, the Ogre drops it. The Ogre drops it. Kind of wanted the strength of a strength 5 defense there. On the plus side, we've got 2 tackle zones on the ball. And if this tree takes a block on this guy, he's ending up... Well, no, I suppose he could end up on the other side, which would be a bit of a shame. They can get quite a lot of players on the ball now. They can get quite a lot of players on the ball. 2 dice. So using a reroll, it gets the pow. Oh, we saw all the skulls. So that Ogre is going down probably this side. Ah, nicely done. Pseudo block. Interesting. Ooh, that is a bit risky. So he takes another 2 die block, and it's both down. Ah, and my guy is knocked out. I don't have an apothecary. Probably should buy one. That one I am allowed to have. Rerolls I'm not allowed to have. Okay, so how do we do things with the ball here? I've got a very good plan. So how far can he go? We would have to... So what we're going to do is we're going to stand this guy up and move him there. Do we need to blitz at all, or is that going to be our blitz? That can be our blitz. He rolls the bonehead because we went for the greed roll. So we now have the opportunity to do some stuff here. Oh, accidental go for it 1. But I tell you what, that would have been a really big stretch play for throw teammate anyway. Plan was move this guy, pick up the ball, pass to him. This Ogre was then going to run down and throw him. Now this does mean they can blitz with the Dwarf. They've got 2 turns. Blitz with the Dwarf and then swoop in with the War Dancer. Pick up the ball, hide there for safety. Watch out for go for it, so if you're not paying attention, they'll get you. I think... Are we going to go for the War Dancer blitz? How's he doing for SPP? He's got 1 touchdown already. Who's that guy? Yeah, there's the Dwarf blitz. Although, yeah, got to take the both down. Yeah. Poor Zudo TNT. He's only stunned, so they can put another tackle zone on the ball. I expect to see some good play here in picking up his players and moving them over. Yep. Covering the bases, which is brilliant. That tree's stuck there. This tree could take a 2 dice there, but I think the ball play is more important. We've got the dwarf on the sideline who will probably just wander over. Yeah, Halfling's getting up and moving back into this midfield as well. And it's War Dancer time. So unless we see a 1 here... Oh! Which we do. Now that doesn't massively help us because the ball is in 2 tackle zones. But we might be able to do a thing. What have we got? We've only got 1 turn anyway. He's done a great job of tying up our players here. So I'm not sure there's an awful lot we can actually do. That's good. So let's go here. And actually we can do something better. We can risk the blitz with a Noblar here to get 2 dice on a Halfling. I'll take the push. We'll follow up. We don't need to follow up now. Which means that if this Ogre fails his Bonehead... Boom, there we go. Gets the POW, follow him up. Nothing special. So you, my friend, can get there on the ball. And then you can pick up the ball. So we've got an Ogre here. He's going to stand up and go there. And this Ogre is going to mosey on over to here as well. And we'll take the tree block before the risky pickup. Because 2 dice, that never fails. Push. Stand firm. Not bad. I think that Ogre being on the floor is the best thing for him at the moment. So, it's Noblar time. Here we go. I think it might be a 5 or a 6 to pick up the ball. He gets it. This guy is superb. Can we do anything good with it now? What do we get for that? Bad pass. Bad pass. Likelihood is that we fumble this. So we don't really want to do that. So if we dodge out to there... Oh, this guy always gets injured. Badly hurt. He's fine. He fakes it every single game. Alright, now can this little monkey score? He can with a couple of go for it's. So 3 dice, not a single 1. Is what he's looking at. Because of the situation up here, he doesn't have any profitable tree blocks. We're seeing some good play here, even though it's the last turn of the half. So we're seeing he's going to have to block or dodge first. That Noblar being there is quite useful. Okay, gets the ball. This Halfling. Is he going to go for the pass? Or... No, that's it. That's it. Not bad. We escaped to half-time. Only 1-0 down. Which I think is pretty impressive. So, are they just working on some profitable blocks? No, just shielding the War Dancer. And a tree blitz. And he takes root. Gotta love big guys. Gotta love big guy blitzes. Halfling ammo didn't work. Okay, right, let's have a look. So we are setting in defense here. So I would like, I think because of the way we've seen our opponent play, who have we got? We've got 1 break tackle there. And we've got another break tackle Ogre there. Let's put guard in the middle. Not that it's going to do much good. And then let's... Actually, you know what? Let's go and split our ogres wide. Let's put Noblars on the line. And use our break tackle ogres on the edge. It's quite a deep defense. Extra movement, you're going to be useful there. And you, sir. There is fine. This ogre here goes there. And let's put 3 little Noblars on the line. This guy's actually got 5 SPP. That's amazing. So he can swap with this guy. And then the 2 wingers go here. And here. So that's actually our sprint Noblar. I'm getting quite protective over these little guys. Apparently not protective enough. Let's pop you there. Let's go for that. So a delayed defense with ogres. So given this defense, I'm assuming he's still going to stack his trees on the line just to get those sweet 3-die blocks. Now, the advantage is I have dodge and sidestep. So if he doesn't roll a single natural power, it's bad for the trees. But he's rolling a billion dice. So, I mean, it's not that great, but it's not bad. Trees are strong enough to get 2 or 3 die blocks on most players in most setup positions anyway. So, kind of sacrificing 3 Noblars to mean the rest of my team can then react should give me a reasonable defense here. Now, the War Dancer is the thing to watch, and they absolutely have a throw teammate angle here as well. Ian, that's not how Blood Bowl works. And we get a reroll. The whole idea is that the 3 trees against 3 ogres, I lose that battle. Those trees are only moving 2 squares. So it gives me the opportunity to choose which ogre dies and on which side. Ah, little snolling guy. Where do we want your corpse to fall? Let's go over there. How dead is he? He's only stunned. Magical. We have a little tiny corpse roadblock there now. Okay. So dwarves with... Oh, gets the power again. 3 dice from a tree. And let's move him over here. Time for the armour against the Noblar. He's knocked out. Poor Ger Stone Rant is knocked out. Let's skip that. Okay, so of the sacrificed Noblars, 1 is knocked out and 1 is stunned. That's not bad. We should be able to recover being down a couple of Noblars. So this looks like a Halfling who's dressed as Mad-Eye Moody from Harry Potter. So are we going to see the War Dancer move down and pick up the ball and then possibly enter some kind of cage here, some middling cage? He's got halflings, but they're only... Alright. Is it a throw? He's got the advantage of not needing a touchdown, as Ian pointed out in the chat. Seeing some trees do some moving, which is again unusual. This is Saruman's worst nightmare. So he's going for the tree throw. Fantastic. Here we go. Ooh, fails the landing. It's going to burn the reroll for the land. And stays dead. Okay, fantastic. This is it. This is our opportunity here. What can we do that is great? Not a huge amount. So let's do some manoeuvring. Let's see if we can't shift this ogre cage to the left. Let's move this guy over here. One of these guys is going to Bonehead. So we're just kind of planning with forethought. who that's likely to be and where. So we'll go for the blitz with this guy, because it doesn't hurt us if he doesn't pull it off. He does pull it off. 2 dice. Gets the power against the dwarf. We're going to pop the dwarf back, and we are going to follow. Alright. Wasn't great, but could have been significantly worse. We now have a couple of Noblars here, and we've got a pretty good defensive line of Ogres. The War Dancer is up here, and he can strike absolutely blooming everywhere. So it's going to be on us to make sure that we have got defense in depth. Or do we just run over there and try and tag the War Dancer? Alright. Over you go, Noblar. I'm not sure that a Noblar is a War Dancer's worst enemy, but I am going to pretend that he is. So we're going to try and pick up the ball with a Noblar. We get it. Now we're going to do a really silly thing and hand off to this Ogre. Burn the reroll. Come on. We've got a 50% chance. Yeah, see, that's quite bad. There's still a chance. There is a Halfling here, and the ball is in 2 tackle zones. So if I can't catch the ball on a 4+ in 2 goes, surely the Halfling can't ball steal on a 5+. But I kind of do want to see him try it. And let's not forget, Ignis has the wizard. Oh, we're going for more ammunition. This game is great. I love the way Ignis is playing here. So, Halfling coming at the Ogre. Lands in front. Not bad. That was pure ammunition, because it looks like this Halfling has already activated this turn. That would have been pretty mighty. Okay, the Dwarf is going to tag the Ogre. Let's zoom out so we can see all the players, because some of them are hidden behind very big guys indeed. Alright, we've got a Dwarf over here on the right flank. He's going to take a dodge? I don't think so. I think we're more likely to see a free block there at some point from the Dwarf onto our little Noblar. Okay. Who's going next? They do have a risky play here. I think they're probably better off in it just standing up and leaving the tackle zone on the ball to make it harder for us. Okay, we're having a tree man blitz with Go For It. This is fantastic. But it looks like it's taken root. Ah, man, big guy blitz. Always gonna roll the 1 there. Just watch R7 Super Series. It happens a lot. Okay, cool. New subscriber. Wicked. Alright. That is interesting. That is playing in the next turn, which is very cool. So, sidestep. We are going to move this guy this way. Keep him in the mix a bit. Oh, he's injured. So, not in the mix at all. Let's skip that. It would appear that my camera is frozen, so we can't refresh it. Gets the POW. Let's pop this guy down there. KO'd. Fine, it could have been a lot worse. Let's have a look. Yeah, it does appear that the camera has completely frozen. Okay. Let me just close that down. Open that again. And see if it can't reconnect while we're taking our turn. I'm still as medium happy as the screen shows, so not the end of the world. Camera's working fine. Anyway, so we have got a Hobbit with a ball. and very few people to blitz him. Okay, this is a blitz, but it is a go for it. Let's just see if we pull it off. He fails the Bonehead. That's our blitz gone. The crowd are cheering. They love it. So what can we do here? We can take a 1-die block to free up this ogre. And we've got a little guy on the ground there. We've got a little guy on the ground there. So we've got some blocks. We can at least take some blocks. And we do want to kind of just put something on him there. So where are our break tackle? This is break tackle. This guy. Do we have another break tackle? We do. So let's move him there. Fails it. Fails the dodge. Yeah, on the natural one. Absolutely brutal. And he gets the touchdown. Okay, the camera is working. For some reason it's completely frozen on OBS, so that's a nuisance, to say the least. Let's go with that. Okay, we've got the camera back. Hey, everybody. Hey, Rob. Welcome to the party. How you doing? We are playing some Blood Bowl 2. We're playing in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. And we are 2-0 down against a brilliant triple threat team of Wood Elf, Halfling, Dwarf. And it is great fun. So we have got a break tackle guy down the back here. We need one. We need a bit of a win here. So we're going to try something slightly different. We're going to set up for some punches here. And we've got a high movement guy there who's going to go right there. And we are going to use this guy over here. And he's going to blitz in. We're going to go for a Dwarf Surf and then a heavy Ogre Run on this side. I'm going to use Noblars. One of them has got a very cool skill, if he's not dead already. No, I think he might be dead. Yeah, I think he is dead. Right, let's go here. I'm not even going to put you that side. I'm going to put you right there, as I'm hoping that we can dodge away. And if I deploy like this, we should still get to open with a couple of blocks on dwarves, which is not the worst thing in the world. Right, let's try that. Where is the ball coming for us? I'm going to assume right into the middle. Quick snap. So we do get one free square of movement. Ball's got deep kick. He's had some great kicks. So let's move these little Noblars back. As we are not going to see... we're not going to see a fortuitous bounce. That's going to stay in bounds and be right bang in the middle. But what it does mean is he can go there. Which means we can do a cheeky side push there. And we've got an opportunity to move these ogres just off the tree man. Which I think might be a very good thing for us. Let's move this guy back there. Let's go for that. So using Quick Snap to disengage from Treeman. They've got the strength on the line, and now... Okay, we don't have the opening blocks on the dwarves, but they would have been risky blocks anyway. So let's take a different kind of risky block on a dwarf. Oh, this team. Right, let's take them both down. Absolutely carnage. Well, I did say that blocking dwarves is risky. And without rerolls, it's extra risky. These dwarves have been great. These dwarves have been the bane of the ogres. I was afraid of the tree man. What did we say out loud? Alright. Fortunately, we've still got one more turn. And even though this guy's down, it's not bad over here. I'm not convinced we can turn this round. But if we can pull this touchdown down, if we can pull the touchdown off around turn 14, we can go for a throw teammate. And hopefully, if we roll a blitz on the kickoff, if we can score is the key. We're down to no rerolls again. We did have one last time. We used it for an ogre catch on a 4+, which failed us. We've got a tree man blitz on the go up here. Strength 6 against strength 5. 2 dice, skull and a pow. The ogre goes down. And the tree man is going to follow up with a free movement. Sorry guys, the armor is a 7. So he gets away with it. So War Dancer is going to run up the middle towards the ball and risk being absolutely gang blitzed by Noblars, which I don't think is that much of a risk. But let me tell you, I can get some sweet 2-die blocks there, maybe even a 1-die block. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of maneuverability from the trees. And to be fair, I got away with it in the first half. It wasn't too bad. Okay. So, while this here in the middle, this little guy, hey little guy, while this is quite bad for us, it's quite fun to watch from this angle, this is quite good for us. So if we can get the ball over here and scream with ogres, is that going to be a reroll? Yeah, we'll take the skull. Oh, the dwarf is injured. He's only badly hurt. Okay. Well, we got a revenge block on a dwarf that wasn't even our doing, so I'll take it. He's going to stand up and move over there, because we are going to side cage over here with a Noblar. And it's going to be a bit of a stretch play. I don't see any good actions coming. That should be a bad block for us, yeah. Excuse me, 1 dice. So, if we put all Noblars on this little guy right here, we should be able to blitz here for 1 and then follow up into a 2-dice blitz. So we get that. As long as it's not a skull, we get a push, so we can push him that way. We will, can't remember how far he's moved now, so we better follow up because I don't want to risk rolling the go for it. Now this guy can make a mighty 2-dice block. There it is! The War Dancer goes down. Follow the heck up, please. He's not even stunned, so I have the opportunity to grab the ball or foul the War Dancer. Fouling the War Dancer with +2 would give us an extra turn. So let's move this chap down here, and we are going to go for the foul. I don't think we can not go for the foul. Right, here we go. You there, please, and foul. What are we going to get? Oh, we fail. We fail. That is quite bad for us. I can still take a 1-die block there. Let's move this ogre there. Let's get a 2-die block on the dwarf. It's not going to massively help us, but it might make me feel a little bit better. Take the push. Push him there, and we will follow up so that we can free ourselves from 1 tree. And it's only a 1 tree situation. He's going to stay on the ground because I don't think it's worth... He's not. He's going to stand up. Let's tag that tree in place. Let's pass the turn back. High stakes game. So 2+, touchdown for 3-0. With a dodge reroll and a team reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't even need to go for it. It was a risky play, but with armor 7 and +2 on the foul, it was just too tempting. Too tempting to take. Okay. Now, if for some reason the War Dancer fails, we do have a really good path here to protect a ball carrier. Let's find out. He gets the touchdown. Absolutely farming the SPP for the War Dancer. That guy is having a heck of a game. And we'll rack him up for one more. So we've got 4 turns to play out. And we have got 3 touchdowns to score. I'm not convinced this can happen, but we're going to play for our outs anyway. And see if we can't get a couple of casualties with our Ogres. So there's a couple of Ogres there that still need a little bit of SPP. And somehow we've got some Noblars with SPP that are close to scoring as well, including this beautiful movement 4 guy, who I'm very proud of. So trees have a go, Ignis. Hi Sophie, I don't think he needs any cheerleading right now. It's a great team, it's a really fun build. And the War Dancer has just smashed it out of the park, it's been brilliant. You've not used the wizard yet, Ignis. If you are listening, you got to let me get excited and then absolutely thunderbolt something out of the sky. Okay. Where do we want our guys? So they've gone... No dwarf that side? No dwarf, but the War Dancer is that side. So, break tackle's there. This guy should be break tackle as well. Yeah, extra movement should be there. You know what? This guy's going to go at the back. He's going to go there. And let's see what happens. Confirm the setup. Where's the ball headed? Perfect defense. And the ball is going to be a short kick as well. Is it the 4th touchdown for the War Dancer? Ignis is going to have 3 turns to pull it off. And with my setup, War Dancer going over here, you could probably do with being on the line to get the extra movement. Halfling for a dwarf on the line there. Yeah, that's good. So what I'm going to have to do is try and 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and use these guys to cage up around the ball. And either ship it off over here, because there's still an opportunity to break through here. There's only 2 dwarves on the line. And I do get a good block here. So let's put some defense on the ball right now. Not a lot of it, but some of it. Some defense. Let's go you there. And then we can just move this guy up. There is probably the best spot. And we'll use this one here to pick it up and shovel it off this way. Let's see if we can't block some things first. So let's go for this block. Let's take the dodge star and we'll follow up here. Follow up. Okay, good. Let's go for a 3-die block against the dwarf here. Take the POW. And we want to keep our running lane open, but I don't think it hurts too much. Let's follow up. Okay, so that's that. We do have 1 2-die block there against the dwarf, but I'm not too fussed about that right now. Who is this guy? This is our big movement guy. Do we try and pick the ball up with him? I think we do. We've only got 4 turns to score the touchdown. Let's go for it. If we drop the ball, surely one of the Noblars can catch it. 4+. Fails to pick up the ball. The Noblar fails to pick up the ball, and the Ogre gets it back. We finally picked up the ball with an Ogre. Here we go. This is absolute fireball bait right there. All the players. There it is. Oh, the Ogre goes down. Absolute carnage. Just nuked the Noblar. Oh. Nuked the Noblar cage. Utter fireball bait. Absolutely fantastic. So we still got this guy, we still got this guy. So there is still 2 tackle zones on the ball. We've only got 3 turns. Okay, so tree on Ogre, 2 dice. Gets the skull and the pow. Ogre goes down. And only a 7 for armor, so he's okay, he escapes. We do have the opportunity for another 2-die block from a tree onto an Ogre on this side. He takes it, it's double pow. Ogre goes down again. We've got a follow-up and then a 9. No, an 8 on the armor roll. Not enough. Not enough to take out the Ogre. So I wonder if we'll see just a flood of players around here. Can he get a good blitz? So this guy is on. This guy's stunned. So he could. Let's say he could blitz with a halfling. It's only 2 dice. He could just blitz with the war dancer here. So. Okay, halfling is going to tag the Noblar on the edge, and are we going to see a war dancer blitz through a Noblar? We're going to see a throw teammate first onto the ball. I like this. This is brilliant. Here we go. Take route failed. Yep, that's standard. And a throw teammate. Here we go. Ooh, that is a very bad landing for me. Lands on a Noblar and injures him. So the halfling fails the roll but can now stand up, and he's got another tackle zone on the ball. That was superb play. Halfling blitz here, 3 dice. Stunty on stunty action. It's mana bowl all over again. Gets the pow. I am going to land on that ball and hopefully scatter it to this Noblar here. My guy's knocked out. Gets past that, and on the bounce. Goes into the wide open. Ready for that elf. Absolutely perfect. He's got the reroll for the pickup. And he gets it. That was a fantastic sequence. I mean, brutal for us in a long way, in a big way. Because we've got 3 guys now injured. Okay, just a news flash. The Queen says the UK will survive. Thank you, Queen. That's good news. We will succeed and better days will come. Good, let's hope. Okay, so this guy here, he's extra movement, he's not break tackle. I could have really used my break tackle guy right now. So is he standing up? He's standing up. Let's take our luck out on this dwarf. Not quite what we were after. We'll stay in place. And then this guy will try and take it out on this dwarf. Gets a push, pops him there, and follows up. Now I don't trust Ignis not to take a risky 2-die up there. Okay. We have got limited opportunity here. Now, we can do a very bad blitz with an Ogre, or a very brave blitz with a Noblar. Let's stand the Ogre up. And then let's take the very brave blitz with the Noblar. Dodge 1, dodge 2, dodge 3. 3 die up. Oh, there's a skull. There's a skull. He goes down and he's knocked out. But that was very heroic. It was my movement 4 guy as well. He's already had a very tough career. Kind of hoping he'll get a cool double or a strength up or something. So that I can kind of develop what really shouldn't be a positional. Gets the touchdown again. Absolutely superb play. 9 SPP, so he's had no casualties, so... Right. I've got no Noblars left, and I've got 2 turns in which to not use them. So, I'm really tempted to just play for the throw teammate, but I don't really have very many teammates left to throw. Okay. That was a great sequence there. So, what are we looking at? If we get a good bounce, it's a stretch play. So, Ogre with movement. I feel like you're going to be quite useful. So, let's go there. And let's put one of you guys over here. I think it has to be break tackle because we're going to want him to make sure he can do the throw. This here. And I think there. And then Noblar can just stay there. Let's go for this. There's not a lot of hope left. What we can do now is have a bit of extra fun. Quick snap. Okay, we get 1 square of movement. So Noblar's going to go there and undoubtedly drop the ball. And let's disengage from the trees there. You, I am perfectly happy going over there to play with that dwarf. I'm actually quite happy for that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move him up. Here we go. Does he catch the ball? He does catch the ball. Okay. So let's not muck around. Let's go for the one play that we can do. He catches the ball. So let's try the throw here. And we'll just throw it and hope we get some good scatters. He throws. He lands. He's got the ball. Let's go. Let's go. 2 go for it. Gets 1. Gets 2. Oh, I was happy and then the score came back up on the screen and it reminded me. Fantastic. Okay, I'm happy with that defense. Vanilla. Absolute pro Noblar there. You can come back here, and then this chap can go on the line. Let's go for that. I don't think there's going to be much more we can get out of this game. However, from the game we've had so far against Ignis, I can see a riot and a nice 2-turn touchdown from the War Dancer for a sweet 5-1 victory. Okay, so worryingly this is actually better than my last game with the Ogres, which I got destroyed 4-0. Let's kick it to the War Dancer and see what happens. Nice weather. Not the riot, not the blitz. So turn 16, we see a couple of Noblar punches, and I imagine, is there anyone there who might be able to get a cheeky throw with? Stunned is fine, stunned is not dead. Nice when it works. Noblar All-Stars. Yeah, I feel like the All-Star team, the All-Noblar All-Stars, might be doing a bit better at the moment. Absolutely one for tabletop though. With the new disposable rule, you're only paying for the rerolls, which means you can have a giant, you can have some great stars. Look at the mark of shame with that fireball. Absolutely scud missiled our Noblar cage. Take root is fine. Throw teammate succeeds. Doesn't land, but it looks like we've got the reroll for it. Doesn't work. Okay. I'm not sure we can get this one-turn touchdown, but I feel like we should try. So that's a lot of dice. This is less dice, so you pick up the ball and hand off to that Noblar, please. Right, here we go. Pick up the ball with the Ogre. Gets the Bonehead. This is good. Picks up the ball. Goes there. Hands off to the Noblar. Drops it. And that's the game. Ignis. Superb game. Great build. Great fun. 3 trees, War Dancer, some linemen, and yeah, beautifully done. Right, so we get 30k winnings, which means we've got 330 on our treasury. We need to buy things. We need to buy things. Let's go and check out our team. And we'll buy some things to make us feel better. And where are you? Here we go. Should be able to level someone up, so that's quite cool. It's a Noblar. It's 2 Noblars. One is out for the next match. Let's roll the dice and find out what happens. It's just a 6, so I'm tempted to just give him sprint as well. Yeah, let's just give him sprint. Giving all the Noblars sprint is a strategy. It's probably not a great strategy, but it is a strategy. So let's level up this other guy. So this guy's vanilla. Let's find out what he gets. It's a 5. So I think we are going to go sprint again. Kind of making pseudo gutter runners out of these little guys. So that was a great game against Ignis. I am just going to take a break now. So those of you watching on YouTube, thanks for joining us. We'll be back in a minute. And those of you in the chat, I will just be a couple of minutes. Going to pop to the toilet and make some more cups of tea. So I will be right back.